Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to semifinals, week 2 of playoffs. We are officially coming into some or some dominating smash matchups this week for sure. Robbie, I'm with you. Obviously, I'm Dustin Owens, the co-host and co-coordinator for the K12 Esports League, along with Robbie, the program manager. Robbie, how we feeling tonight about semifinals, man?
Oh man, I'm feeling amazing. Cannot wait. Or I'm saying, I can't believe that we are already here. Semifinals. It's already go time for this. It's crazy. That means next week we are crowning champions for the K12 Esports League fall season 2025 time. It's crazy, man. I can't wait. Tonight we do have the Kava Bears one team going up against the Vava Luminaries team. Off stream. We do have the other semifinals match going on. That'll be the K12 PEA Alpha Wolves versus the Vava Secretaries. So I'm super intrigued and excited to see how these two matches do boil out. There's a really interesting opportunity to see two Vava teams go into the championship match, but we'll just have to see how it works out. Both those Vava teams very, very good, but the opponents for those teams, the Kaba Bears one team and the K12P Alpha Wolves, are very solid as well. So we'll just have to see how everything does break down.
For sure. And as Robbie mentioned, we do have the Kava Bears team one as well as the Vava Luminaries, which is their second team, going up against each other today. Both of these are the second and third seeds that placed in the playoff bracket.
Amazing.
They both have the same record, which is really, really interesting too. Each of them went 5-1 during regular season, obviously winning both of their or their matchup last week, making them 6-1 total. And for the Kava team today, we're going to see OVA, DJ Danger, and Flex Flame. And then for the Viva Luminaries, we have Mono Aether, Dr. Ouija, Permafrost, and possibly Eels coming on board. We'll see who all is going to be going against who. But I think our players are pretty much ready to go. Is there anything else that you wanted to add before we head over to the action?
Yeah, actually, just one quick thing. We also have Valorant semifinals going on right now as well. The NCVA versus WABA team are on our Twitch chat, on our Twitch stream, and then K12 PEA is also actually streaming their point of view as they go up against Vava for Valorant tonight. So a lot of K12 PEA action going on here today. I'm sorry, K12 Esports League, but we are into this match here. So we got OVA for Kava and Mono Aether for the Vava Luminaries today.
Yeah, absolutely. And looks like we're starting out on the Joker. And Mono coming out on looks like Dark Samus, which I haven't personally seen him play. So I'll be curious to see how he's doing with that so far. Looking pretty good with Joker being at 52%.
Yeah, and Mono Aether only sitting at 11. So we have seen these players a handful of times just this season, and then of course over the years. OVA usually does play this Joker, but as Dustin mentioned, this is the first time we are seeing Mono Aether on the Dark Samus. So very, very interesting pick for them here today.
And I mean, it could be maybe it's a counter pick, or they feel as though it's a counter pick. Based on like matchups and matchups within the previous season. Obviously, all the recordings, and this is just a quick, uh, brief shout out to us too. All of these VODs and everything are on YouTube. So if you missed any action from the season, hit up our YouTube channel. Everything's over there, including the first week of playoffs. We are going to see Mono get the first stock take on OVA. Him currently sitting at 98%. And it looks like, as I'm saying that, OVA is going to be able to get that stock take, being able to make sure to edge guard and kind of go off the stage a little bit to be able to get that stock.
Yeah, and that was an insane play there by OVA actually as well. Knew what to do exactly to secure that stock take for them off the side of the map there. That was awesome to see. So we are equalized at 2 stocks apiece for these two players, and at about 60% each as well. So almost even game here at this point in time. OVA doing actually really good damage here on a Mono Aether at the moment, sitting over 104. Make that 130 31 is Mono Aether at the moment.
I think
OVA hitting their flow state here.
I was gonna say I feel like that was a good way for Mono to be able to get back up onto the stage, trying to keep Joker from coming off to hit. And unfortunately, OVA is still going to be able to get that stock take on Mono. Mono down to 1 stock. Might quickly have a possibility here to take another stock with the 95%.
Yeah, we see these players showing off how good they are at Smash Bros. They're playing off the side of the stage, both still able to stay up at this point in time. But Mono Aether really looking for this stock take.
Oh, with some really good edge guard. Is OVA going to be able to get back up? And unfortunately, they're not.
No.
They're gonna lose that stock, but they're currently at a better position than Mono, with Mono being at 54%. Obviously, a little bit of a hill, but not too much. Anything can happen within this round.
Oh, absolutely. 1 stock apiece. All the marbles are on the line here for these teams here today as well. This, of course, is semifinals, which means that our winning team goes to play the championship match next week. And the losing team is not fully knocked out. Both of our losing teams tonight in the semifinals will play next week in the 3rd, 4th place matchup.
And it looks like we are going to see
my goodness.
OVA being able to come up and take that final stock on Mono. Currently, Kava ahead by 1 stock just within this first round, though. Plenty of matchups still left to go.
Yes, absolutely. But what an amazing play there by OVA on the Joker. We see Mono Aether look to shield and then hit to the left, right, to do the dodge and roll. And OVA timed it perfectly to hit their up smash through that platform and secure that game number 1 for them.
It looks like we're going to have Permafrost is going to be coming in next. That leaves Dr. Ouija as the final for Vava. DJ Danger would be the next person in line for Kava. But coming in on Min Min is this Permafrost.
Min Min, I believe we've actually seen Permafrost on Min Min before in this season, because I know we've seen a Min Min, and I think it was Permafrost. This is the only Min Min I have seen, though, in the K12 Esports League, at least on stream, and that I'm aware of. So, very excited for this match here. Can OVA take any stocks from Permafrost before Permafrost does take theirs? Or will Permafrost go into the next match as an even stock count? Or will OVA do some craziness?
Right now,
very equal.
Very equal, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Dustin.
No, you're good. I was just going to say the exact same. That we're on the same page. So, yeah, very equal. But man, a big hit there by OVA. Permafrost not going to be able to get back up on the stage, so is going to find that stock take. Can Perma take this other stock without losing any additional?
Yeah, and OVA doing great for the Kava team at the moment. Guarantees that even if they do lose this stock, the next player on their team that comes in is still in an advantage.
And OVA
I think we're both holding our breath here.
Perma trying to get back in to get some form of hit on there. 129% on OVA. Is going to find a decent hit there. Not quite enough to take OVA off just yet.
Another decent hit as well. OVA does know this matchup. Hung on that ledge just long enough to not get hit. Permafrost able to get back onto the map. And there it is. Permafrost will end this game number 2 in this set number 1. We'll be going into the next game with 2 stocks. So still a 1 stock lead for Kava at the moment. 6-5.
Very much so. And I'm curious, we can usually speculate that DJ Danger is going to come in with his Rob. That would at least be my guess at the moment. So I'm curious to see how Rob is going to do against this Min Man. We know and have seen DJ Danger in multiple seasons and everything come in some really clutch situations on with the mechanics on Rob and everything. So be curious to see how Min Min is going to be able to adapt to that.
Oh man, the DJ Danger Rob, here we go. We know this DJ, we know this Rob very, very, very well.
Oh man,
Permafrost having to,
I'm missing the green on Rob. That's the only difference this time.
that is true, that is true. We'll see if that makes any difference in DJ Danger's gameplay. But Permafrost, of course, down that one stock going into this game here. Gonna be interesting to see how well they can play up against this Rob here on the Min Min. And DJ Danger actually, sometimes starts out really slow in matches, sometimes starts out really fast as far as their pacing. Starting this one, not letting Permafrost even get a chance to breathe. Very aggressive. And right now, we actually do see the percent lead in Permafrost's favor, but that is an interesting thing to see. DJ Danger come out and really just be super aggro at the moment here, and we will see the iconic Rob grab into the up smash there, unable to actually take this first stock from Permafrost in this game here, but playing really well at the moment is DJ Danger. Got Permafrost up to 152%, sitting at 86% themselves. Permafrost is going to need to convert a little bit here, but we will see DJ Danger get this first stock here in this game number 3 during this set. Permafrost down to 1 now. DJ Danger on 3, but is at 110% make that at the moment. So Permafrost just looking to for sure secure this one, hopefully stay at 0% as well.
I would look at least for Permafrost to at least take one stock. Kind of depending on how quickly he's able to get this stock off, might have a chance to take 2 stocks coming off of this round. But and I mean, it could be wrong. We've seen a lot of people come in with just the one stock and be able to, take out multiple people, no problems. But at the moment, looking at 140% with DJ Danger, Permafrost sitting at 58, hoping to get some form of momentum here to be able to take these stocks.
Yeah, and these players are actually both on fire at the moment, dodging it perfectly, shielding perfectly, knowing when they're out of danger as far as like fighting game terminology, the frames on the screen. But oh my goodness, DJ Danger will keep all 3 stocks going into the next game with a crazy down smash there as Permafrost is coming up from the ledge. So insane mastery of this character does DJ Danger show.
I was getting just a little worried with the edge play because I feel like in some ways Perma was trying to get set up or do something to lure DJ Danger over to the edge. Unfortunately, not working in his favor on that piece, as you mentioned, that down smash taking him out. So DJ Danger is going to have to take one stock away. It's going to be up to Dr. Ouija from Vava to be able to hold on to this particular round if they want to win this round.
And actually, I believe DJ Danger kept all 3 stocks at the end of
Did he
that one.
keep all 3? Okay.
Yep, they keep all 3. So right now we're looking at a 6 stock lead for Kava to 3 stocks here for the Vava team in a very primed and prep position to take the set number 1. But here we go, Dr. Ouija on the Dr. Mario, which is their usual pick. I'm 99% sure. It is definitely, I would say, a niched pick almost. We don't see too many Dr. Marios, but Dr. Ouija actually very good on the Dr. Mario as well. But DJ Danger not letting up the gas pedal from that last game, starting off aggressive once again, does have Dr. Mario up to 80% at the moment. And Dr. Mario just going to need to get close. That is where their combos really do activate. It's going to be a little bit harder this game just because DJ Danger on this Rob has a little bit of utility in their kit to play long range, kind of play the stall game in a way and stay far away from the Dr. Mario.
For sure. I know Dr. Ouija can also play Luigi, so kind of similar in terms of technique and stuff overall. And it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of an issue. I'm hoping the players in general are not affected by this. This does happen on occasion. Oh, and it does look like it is gonna affect the players. So we're gonna have to cut to just a break really quick, and we'll be back as soon as we figure out what's going on. Oh no. It's almost like the whole arena just shut down. All right, everybody.
All
Thank
right,
you.
everyone. Sorry. Go ahead, handle that, Dustin. Sorry, everyone, about the little bit of a delay there with everything. Unfortunately, with Nintendo Online, sometimes these things do happen. Thankfully, the players were not affected at all. And Dustin and I do know that DJ Danger was able to take that game for Kava. Unfortunately, of course, we were unable to catch it on stream. But we do know that that means Kava wins set number one here today in this semifinals matchup against the Vava Luminaries, meaning that we'll be going to the second set as we do play a best of three series. So we're going to let the players kind of get all set up here. And then we'll get to that action. The only difference between this set and that, this set coming up in the previous set is the players, of course, can change their characters if they so decide to. And then also we'll be on Final Destination for the next kind of subset of matches. If Vava does happen to win this one, we will be going to a third set. If Kava wins this one, they will be our winners today and moving on to the championship match. So backs against the wall are the Vava Luminaries at the moment. But real quick, Dustin, talk me through what you saw that last set. And then, of course, Kava did win that one. So talk to me through what you saw. What are you thinking right now as we go into the second set here?
I think overall there was a lot of really good elements between each matchup. I am curious. I have been able to get at least some of the lineup going into round two, so I'm curious to see if that strategy is going to kind of help with maybe offsetting and off or and balancing out who they're going to be going against. It is what's the most curious thing is, are any of these players going to change characters after that first round? Obviously, again,
Hmm.
knowing Mono is relatively versatile. Dr. Ouija, I know, has a couple of different ones, as I mentioned, like they play Luigi and stuff like that. I'm not sure in terms of like what perma plays, for instance. I would expect to see OVA still playing on Joker, DJ Danger probably sticking with the Rob, and obviously we didn't even get the Flex Flame right away, so not entirely certain which character they're going to pick. But I will be curious to see with Final Destination. It always brings a little bit of a difference because of those stages not being on there. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very intrigued to see, because the Vava lineup is so versatile with their characters and who they play. Very intrigued to see who does come out. I don't imagine we'll see the exact same three for Vava, being the Dark Samus, the Min Min, and the Dr. Mario. I think we're going to see a little bit of a variation for sure. So very excited to see that. I'm also I can't wait to see who comes up first for each team and if they switch up the lineup of the players coming in during the second set. So um, can't wait for it. I think we'll either be right back or actually let's hang out for just a second. Looks like the players are just about ready. And here we go.
And just so everybody's aware, the order this going in this round is going to be Permafrost for Vava first, as well as DJ Danger. Next up, we will have either Dr. Ouija from Vava or Flex Flame from Kava.
Yeah, and we do see DJ Danger put on the green Rob skin this time. So now we're seeing the usual DJ Danger that we know and love here. But Permafrost sticking with this Min Min. I'm actually very excited to see now that Permafrost has actually played DJ Danger. At least they played in the last set, right? They were almost able to get that one stock before they did drop. I'm interested to see how Permafrost plays this one a little bit different because it wasn't a misplay on Permafrost's part. They just were so close to taking that stock. And now they have three stocks this time as opposed to the one that they went into last time. So may be able to win this one or at least, drop some stocks off of DJ Danger before the next player does happen to come in.
For sure. And we're seeing a little bit of that competitive similarity here, very close in percentage in terms of damage output and everything. But Perma currently has 120% on DJ, 98% of it, and climbing to 115, 122 is no joke, especially being right here near the edge with the Rob. With those throws or those down smashes, any
Uh,
movement whatsoever, getting very close, and Perma is going to get that first
oh,
stock take on DJ. Very nice. DJ
wow.
looking to probably score this back up and make it even again.
A little bit of an awkward exchange there toward the end of DJ Danger's first stock between both players, honestly, but Permafrost able to come out on top. Yeah, it was super awkward, but it was wild to see Permafrost take that first one, and Permafrost actually not letting up the gas at all, staying super aggressive, still sitting at 153%. At the moment, but has already gotten DJ Danger up to 92% on this second stock. So Permafrost coming in with a revenge kind of mindset. There's another phrase for that, but coming in hot, they did not like losing to DJ Danger in that first set. But DJ Danger on the Rob will take the first stock away from Permafrost with that iconic again Rob grab into the ground, into the up smash, able to, again, as I said, take that first stock. But Permafrost playing super hot right now. Both these players playing very fast, 119% here for DJ Danger on this second stock. One thing, now that I feel like I can slow down in my talking, one thing we see with Rob often, or I'm sorry, DJ Danger on the Rob, is they are so versatile with their grabs that a lot of players do not expect it. But oh my goodness, another crazy stock take from Permafrost onto DJ Danger. able to do the min charged attack where it does throw out that extra little bit of range as DJ Danger is coming back up on the stage and able to take them out. And again, I said it already twice this game, but Permafrost not letting up the gas. Already at 61% is DJ Danger on their final stock of this game. Permafrost playing super, super well for Vava at the moment.
And I gotta say, even though I don't know as much about Min Min's kit or anything like that, the range on this, just being able to stay relatively closer to the middle of the stage, but still get that range with the extensions and everything, is what is really, I think, making a big difference in this particular matchup because there's not the platforms having to try to get up over their attack and not get hit as they're getting back on the stage. I think is very it is really what's keeping this as the way it currently is at the moment.
Yeah, Permafrost using the Min kit to keep DJ Danger at bay. And usually what we'll see is DJ Danger is able to do this to their opponents because, Rob has a lot of long range attacks and he's usually playing against people that need to be up close. So the script getting flipped here on DJ Danger just a little bit. And that is why this game has stalled and will finish actually with another finishing move from Permafrost. Permafrost able to keep two stocks and take all three from DJ Danger. That is something that we do not see here at the K12 Esports League very often at all. So Permafrost setting their team up for success here in this second set of the semifinals. That was a crazy, crazy matchup to watch here, Dustin.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. The differences between the first round, I mean, obviously, I think the mindset of having the two additional stocks definitely made a little bit of a difference in the mindset from Perma. I think some of the staging probably had a little bit to do that with that too. But man, what a first round coming into round two. Curious to see how Flex Flame was able to kind of spectate on that and is going to be able to be able to play off of what Perma was doing with DJ. Looks like they're going to actually go with Sephiroth though, which again, being that longer range style, curious to see if that's going to help the situation with the min range.
Yeah, absolutely. And really quick before we get into the action here in the second game, I want to touch on what Dustin said with the staging. Rob actually does well with the platforms, and Min Min a little less because Min Min's range attack will not go through the platforms, and a lot of hits from Rob or DJ Nature on the Rob will go through. So I definitely think that made a huge impact. But here we are into this one: Flex Flame versus Permafrost, game number 2 in this set number 2. Very very intrigued and we'll be keeping a close eye on how well Flex Flame can get in close and get some of these attacks off onto Permafrost, or will Permafrost be able to kind of stall this one out and use that, I don't know, I'm not sure what to call it, but use that ranged attack well. But already we'll see very quickly Flex Flame take the first stock here in this game off of Permafrost, leaving Permafrost on their final stock here in this set.
Yeah, and that definitely it's a huge difference considering that stock take was actually pretty quick. But Flex Flame is
Oh no.
unfortunate. That's going to be just a self mistake there on that stock. Going to take them down by 1. Can Perma get another stock to kind of have the advantage and kind of going off of that with the momentum? Flex Flame coming back, trying to make sure to probably make up for that stock piece getting taken.
Yeah, a little bit of a misplay there by Flex Flame, and we'll see right now Permafrost take full advantage of it as well. I feel like since we came back from Flex Flame losing that first stock, Permafrost has been in I said it already earlier, but in a flow state, able to take that second stock without getting a whole lot of damage taken onto them. So now we're equalized 1 stock apiece. However, Permafrost very, very low. Flex Flame should be able to finish this one out here with 1 more good hit. But Permafrost on this Min Min and their combos are doing so much damage, able to get Flex Flame up to 60% just about. At the moment with that double hit, you see that
Oh,
coming out right there, insane. And oh my goodness, I'm not sure what that was from Permafrost on this Min, but only sitting at 93 was Flex Flame on the Ceph, able to knock them off of the stage. That will be Permafrost beating Flex Flame, also beating DJ Danger here in this set. Kava will be on their final player in OVA, and Permafrost, the first player up for Vava. So at the moment, we see a 7-stock lead for Vava compared to Kava's 3 stocks. That was insane, Dustin.
it's almost like a completely different game between round one versus round two. Yeah, I'm a little speechless at the moment. Vava currently having 7 stocks versus OVA's 3 stocks. However, I do not discount OVA in any way, shape, or form. I believe it was in week two, if I'm not mistaken, when we were streaming them last. I think they were the very last player, pretty much in this same situation. They were against like 3 other players. What OVA was able to take all three of them down, and be able to pull it out for the Kava team. So I definitely know what OVA is capable of just from what they've done this season. But man, this is a hill to climb being in playoffs for sure.
Absolutely. And I want to touch on the Sephiroth play from Flex Flame as well. They played super, super well. I think just Permafrost, again, is in this flow state at the moment. But here we go. Third game of this set. Again, Permafrost with 1 stock. OVA coming in with a fresh 3. OVA going to want to take Permafrost down ASAP so that they do not have any sort of opportunity to even lose a stock here in this game. But Permafrost and OVA able to stay super even at the moment. Both players at about 70%. But Joker, OVA on this Joker does have the ability active. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. So very dangerous for the next kind of 3 or 4 seconds is OVA, and they will take advantage before it does go out, get a huge combo win, and OVA will win this game over Permafrost with that 1 stock. OVA able to take all 3. We are now looking at a 6 stock count for Vava against Kava's 3 stocks here for OVA. And as Dustin mentioned, we've seen them do it in the past. Can they do it again here today?
Yeah, OVA obviously baby steps on this hill to climb, but a good start in the right direction. OVA is going to be going up against Dr. Ouija next, or Mono next. I apologize. And looks like we are going to see Mono switch over to Hero, which we've definitely seen them on before. Again, have no idea how this is going to go in terms of the hero pick versus the Dark Samus and everything from round one, but definitely feel like they're a little bit more versatile and more well rounded on the hero for sure.
Yeah, so Mono Aether not playing around here in this one. And it is a good decision because if OVA can do almost the unthinkable at the moment and take out all 3 players from Vava, that will mean that Kava does win the series and will go to the championship match. So again, OVA needing to win this set to claim the overall victory today. Vava really needing to win this set though to take us to a 3rd full set here. And at the moment, they are in a good position to do that, still being up 6 stocks to 3. But we've seen it before. We may see it again. OVA could make it happen. But of course, as I'm saying that, the caster curse does come through. OVA will get their first stock taken by Mono Aether. Mono able to put a really good combo into OVA on the side, on the very edge of the stage. And so now we're looking at 2 stocks for OVA, 3 for Mono Aether. Mono Aether is very good with this hero.
And Mono Aether at 91%. We'll still have to be careful because of some of the Joker's kit and everything. Not anything to joke around with. Obviously, with Heroes kit, very different and can be utilized even with this high percentage currently up on them. They're still taking it to OVA, try not to give them anything. And then we're actually
Oh,
going to see OVA stock take against Mono, making this a 2-2 game at the moment.
what an insane hit by OVA again with that extra power from the ability coming out. at the very last second, able to get another stock, as we saw at the end of last game as well. So OVA's timing on that is actually insane. I call that the clutch factor here. But both players at 2 stocks apiece here at the moment. However, OVA at a staggering 127% mono on this hero. Just gonna need to catch him maybe once, twice more, and that'll be it for that stock. And with that, gonna try and do some edge play here. Both players able to make it back to the stage, but Mono Aether will come out on top on the uh, very next exchange. OVA down to 1 stock, Mono with 2 at the moment.
Yeah, and OVA is going to have to be really careful. I mean, obviously the damage is climbing a little bit, 54%. Mono still having 2 stocks to work with in this particular round. But if he wants to be able to get to this next matchup, he's going to have to play really, really smart. And that's a good way to start against Mono, taking that stock, being able to guard that edge and everything, and go out on a limb to be able to get that stock take. Can he get this last remaining stock off Mono?
A good way to start indeed, and playing like everything is on the line and everything does matter here is OVA. I actually would have liked to see, and would still like to see, Mono play a little bit um, less, thinking that they need to win this one and keep their stocks. I would like to see Mono just kind of go for it, because they do have the very fortunate state where Dr. Ouija does get to come in here if Mono does lose with a full 3 stocks. So just kind of play a little crazy, see if you can get this stock, and play unpredictable almost, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. But both players at the moment, 1 stock apiece, both very, very high. One good hit from either of them and this game will be over. Will we see the 3rd set already, or will OVA send us to the very
Oh,
last game? And they will. Oh my goodness. OVA with another insane clutch at the end of it. OVA on this Joker playing insane at the moment. Taking down Mono Aether after taking down I'm sorry, Permafrost as well. We will be seeing Dr. Ouija from Vava come in on this 3rd set. OVA on this Kava team making things very, very interesting here today.
that last stock take was so honestly so surprising. There is it's specifically in that moment, both players being up like really really high. OVA getting a really good shot in there to be able to take that stock. Uh, yeah, down to 1 stock is OVA versus Dr. Ouija 3, and we're going to see him come in on Luigi. Yeah, this is a nail biter if you're watching, just because this is how close this particular matchup is. Vava starting out really early with those good with that good amount of stocks and everything, but getting down to these final 2 people, this is the deciding piece for this matchup for this round. Will Kava be able to take it all? OVA taking these final 3 stocks, or is Vava going to keep it alive to be able to go into a round 3?
Oh my gosh. Let's find out. Dr. Ouija on this Luigi though, very, wow, say that 10 times fast. Very actually scary to come up against. As Luigi's actually crazy. There's a specific combo with that move that you're seeing Dr. Ouija throw out right now that does so much damage, and if the other character is sitting at a certain percentage, will knock them off stage and will take that stock. So we'll have to see, can Dr. Ouija actually convert with that combo. It starts off with that plunger. But back to what's actually happening here. OVA again, just in a state of playing out of their minds, already has Dr. Ouija up to 94%. However, of course, as I'm saying that, Dr. Ouija does equalize us and actually bring OVA up to 108% now. So both players pretty high at the moment. Dr. Ouija does have the advantage of the 3 stocks, so OVA has to play extremely safe here. And boom, we will see Dr. Ouija take that final stock from OVA and the Kava crew on this one. We will be seeing a 3rd set here today, Dustin, and that is amazing. I want to see nothing less, honestly. This has been some crazy gameplay. Now with everything on the line for both teams, whoever wins goes to the championship. Whoever loses does go to the third, fourth place matchup next week. I can't wait to see this next set.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is exactly what you want to see in a semifinals. Is these two teams that have, and again throughout the whole season, have had a very similar record, coming in very close, and two totally different rounds. As I said before, I mean Kava coming in that round one, making it look like it might be a little bit more one sided, but then Vava coming back in round two, and it's almost like a completely different game there. But even coming into round three, I'm curious to see how this is going to start. I think we're going to start off with Mono Aether for Vava first. I'm not sure who's starting out for Kava just yet, but the differences in some of the player selections and everything, between maybe even the order of players for each team and everything, I think maybe a little bit of a difference. And yeah, let's just keep that ball rolling for round three. I'm excited.
Yeah, let's keep the ball rolling for sure. I cannot wait. Mono Aether on the hero was playing incredible. For Vava, Dr. Ouija on the Luigi actually got into a nice little kind of a flow there as well. I keep saying flow and flow state, but they were getting into a flow there, going up against OVA. So getting warmed up is really good going into this final set here. And then finally for Vava, who am I missing? Permafrost. Permafrost was nuts on that min going into that one. For Vava though, Flex Flame on the Sephiroth with a little bit of a misplay. If they can make sure that that doesn't happen, Kava looking really good, honestly. DJ Danger now with platforms again as we go to Battlefield, also going to be in a better position to get some of their combos off. And if they're up against Permafrost and their Min able to dodge some of those range attacks as well. And then finally, OVA. What can we say about OVA that wasn't already said? Played out of their mind there, to bring us to a final game in that second set. This is going to be insane, absolutely insane.
Yeah, I don't. Truly, this is anybody's game. I wouldn't be able to weigh one side or the other. There's too many different variables I think involved to really kind of get into everything. I mean, the different play styles, like I said, the different characters, what the stage has to offer. You know, whether it's going to work in their advantage or disadvantage. Um, yeah, like I said, we're just kind of waiting for the excitement to kind of get going. I think it's going to be crazy. I think we're going to see OVA come in first for Kava. So this will be kind of I'm gonna call it like a quick rematch with Mono versus OVA here. I definitely think these are two like these are going to be some of the determining rounds coming into this particular matchup. I think in some ways.
Absolutely. The first game of a set kind of sets the stage, and if you can put your team at an advantage to start, it does so much. Not only for, of course, having a stock count lead, but also confidence as well.
Oh,
Mono using that hero ability, and OVA knowing exactly what the timing is, unfortunately, was just a little bit too early on it, I do believe, or too late. I don't know, just barely missed it. But what an interesting start here to this first game of this third set. Whichever team wins here is going to our championship game. The loser will play next week in the third, fourth place matchup. I cannot wait to see what happens in Mono Aether coming out on fire to start us off. We'll take a very quick first stock onto OVA. And I think what we're seeing here already, Dustin, is a little bit of change from having platforms to no platforms.
no, I 100% agree on that. Uh, OVA trying to come out and get some additional damage here on Mono. Mono's going to be able to get back up on the stage, no problems there. It's going to be a little close, but OVA still putting in some good damage, trying to find some momentum to be able to take this first stock off of Mono.
Yeah, and Mono's sitting at 90%. Make that 105. OVA just looking for one really good hit, but taking a lot of damage themselves at the moment. 78% for them, but they will get the first stock here onto Mono Aether. So equalized now, 2 stocks apiece for these players here today. Again, this is our final set of this semifinals matchup. Right now, it is 7 stocks. I'm sorry, make that 8 stocks for both Vava and Kava at the moment. Wow, what an insane play there by Mono Aether. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but actually able to get a lot of damage onto OVA and set themselves up for that stock take way toward the bottom side of the screen there. But again, Mono Aether on this hero playing super well. They are up a full stock at the moment. OVA did activate the extra ability here. Again, I'm not sure what it's called for Joker. So Mono gonna need to play a little bit safe. OVA gonna try and take advantage as they do have a timer ticking before this does go away here.
Yeah, and Mono, even though they're sitting at about 97 and counting a little bit, OVA is going to come in and try to find the stock and might. But with Hero's ability being able to get back on the stage, that's going to put a wrench in OVA's plans. OVA still on the hunt at the moment. Mono doing everything they can to not allow OVA to do that is going to come in and provide some more damage there. And this is
And
again
I'm
just holding my breath here.
Yeah, I'm kind of holding my breath here as I was about to say the exact same thing because OVA is sitting now at 131% on their final stock with Mono Aether on this hero at
Mm.
148% on their second stock. Oh man, and Mono Aether will get the side smash off onto OVA before OVA is able to take that second stock off of them. So Mono has set the Vava team up for success here in this third and final set of this semifinals matchup. We have a stock count of 8 for Vava, 6 for Kava as we go into this next game. Man, OVA really at the end of that one was searching for that stock take so that the advantage was only one extra stock for the Vava team over the Kava team, but unable to make it happen was OVA. Mono Aether able to win that one and keep both of their stocks that they had. Uh, what an insane first game to start us off here.
Absolutely, and honestly, that one stock can make the difference. The obviously we've seen last
Hmm.
round where Vava was up at least by a couple stocks or by a stock there in the beginning, um, making it a huge advantage piece. Obviously, Kava coming in on that very first round, kind of a similar situation, just reversed and everything. So with Mono having those two stocks remaining, DJ coming in as the next one. I am curious to see what DJ is going to be able to do. Is he going to be able to take Mono off to kind of make this a little bit more of an even matchup? Or is Mono going to be able to continue on his onslaught at the moment, see what he can do against DJ, and then move on to Flex Flame? Whoever wins this whole matchup tonight, just for future reference for that championship matchup. Uh, Looks like K12 PEA versus the Vava Secretaries was going on, and K12 PEA Alpha Wolves did come out on top. So whoever wins this particular matchup is going to meet them in the championship matchup next Monday. And then whoever it does not advance to that particular spot will be playing for that third and fourth place against the Vava Secretary or yeah, Secretaries.
Yeah, the Vava team is it's easy to mix up for sure. The Secretary is going to be in the third, fourth place matchup next week. We will either see them play against Kava or the Vava Luminaries. And then, of course, K12 PA Alpha Wolves at the moment are flawless throughout the whole season, including playoffs. That match next week, Dustin, I cannot wait for it. It is going to be a good one, especially given how well both of these teams that we have on stream right now are playing. I mean, either of these teams deserve to be in championships, and it's perfect that they are meeting up here in semifinals to figure out who is going to earn that spot next week. And we will have DJ Danger come in against Mono Aether. DJ Danger gonna need to do what they can to keep as many stocks as they can going into the next matchup. If they do win this one, Mono Aether playing super well though, and I do know that these players have matched up before in the season, so we'll have to see just how this one does end up boiling down. And here we go.
For sure. And yeah, again with that one stock difference, I mean, we've seen a lot of people do some great things even just with one stock remaining. So it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be intense. Which is this one. This one's gonna be another deciding matchup. If Mono is able to keep all these stocks, it's definitely going to be an uphill climb for Flex Flame. If DJ Danger is able to get Mono off, that would definitely put them in a better situation to have kind of going out through the rest of this round.
Absolutely, but right now we are seeing DJ Danger at a very scary 117% already. Make that
Hmm.
134 and make that 0 as Mono Aether is able to get the first stock here in the second game of this final set here today. Before even getting really high up, honestly, DJ Danger unable to really get too close to Mono Aether and pull off any of these insane rob combos that they're kind of famous for, honestly, in the K12 Esports League for us here. So what Mono Aether is able to do right now against DJ Danger is amazing. It's immaculate because I know DJ Danger very well. You know Mono Aether very well. DJ Danger is an amazing player, and so Mono Aether able to still have their full two stocks coming into this game after a whole minute and a half, make that minute 40 is wild.
Yeah, and it looks like they're gonna, oh, I thought that was going to be, oh, but Mono's not able to get Mac. He went out for the extra stock take against DJ and unfortunately wasn't able to come back. Gonna lose that stock, but puts them in a position at least to take a second stock off of DJ right there. It's gonna happen. Man, that's a huge stock though to
Equalize.
lose.
It really is. Equalize now, one apiece. Oh, and Mono Aether does get the snooze off onto DJ Danger, and that will do it. What a pivotal moment there to end that game. That snooze ability go travels so slow. So the fact that Mono Aether was able to get that onto DJ Danger there at the end of that, and then of course charge up a move to secure that final stock is actually nutty. Mono Aether still with a stock remaining will see all three players from Kava here in this semifinal matchup playing out of their minds right now. DJ Danger unfortunately just unable to get any of those combos off, as I mentioned just a few moments ago in that game, able to at least get one of those stocks. So Flex Flame coming in should be pretty confident to be able to take this one. However, they have a mountain to climb now. They do need to stay and play almost perfect and try and keep all three stocks going into the next game and take the one from Mono Aether without dropping at all.
Yeah, and like I said, that was a huge stock, but able to bounce back almost immediately again with that combination that you brought up. I am curious though because we have not yet seen it on stream so far this year. I have heard of a couple or circumstances where a player has taken out, all three players from the opposing team. That is a possibility here with Mono, even with the one stock. Um, one stock can still go a long way depending on the person. If we happen to catch this on stream today, it'll be a first on stream for this particular season, I believe, with one person taking all three stocks. Flex Flame looking to keep Kava alive, but does have a mountain to climb.
Absolutely, a huge mountain to climb. And apologies here, everyone. Looks like there's a little bit of lag here on our end. I'm hoping it's not affecting the players too much, but regardless, we will break down what we're seeing. Mono Aether versus Flex Flame here. Mono, as we all know very well, is on their final stock here in this final set. Flex Flame coming in with a fresh 3. Flex Flame gonna need to play out of their minds, take this stock from Mono Aether, and see the next player from Vava. Again, if Flex Flame does happen to lose at any point over this next game, potential 2 games or 3 games, that will mean that Vava are the winners. Everything is up onto Flex Flame as far as Kava's hopes to make it to the championship game here today.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this lag is something um, that could cause a little bit of issues, and because it is happening to the players.
Yeah, I'd almost. Yeah, this is pretty tough lag here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna continue to spectate this, of course, but on the back end, we will work on a few things, and it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going to a very quick be back soon screen, as we will go ahead and restart this match because this lag is really tough to deal with. So give us a few moments, we'll be back, and then it'll be game on.
All right, it looks like we are back, and it looks like the lag is cleared up. I believe it was just needing a little something from a refresh on the internet perspective, but it looks like we're starting out with Mono and Flex Flame being a little similar at the moment. Flex Flame up just a little bit at the current moment. We're going to continue to see if the lag stays away, because it looks like it might still be a little bit. And that first stock take from Mono onto Flex Flame coming in.
Yeah, and unfortunately, with again Nintendo Online, it is not nearly as good as the rest of the online systems. Lag will happen a little bit, but finally we will see Kava and Flex Flame take down Mono Aether in this final set. Uh, that was a great charged hit by Flex Flame on the Sephiroth to secure that stock. Unfortunately for Flex Flame, they did lose one of those stocks though right before that. So we are looking at a crazy difference in the stocks at the moment, with Vava sitting at a nice cushiony 6 and Kava with Flex Flame only with 2 stocks remaining. Flex Flame again has a mountain to climb, but we have seen other things, crazier things happen here at the K12 Esports League. Do not count Flex Flame out for a moment. But going into this next game, we do have Dr. Ouija coming in for Vava. And Flex Flame, of course, for Kava here, going to need to SD one of those stocks. We will see them right there. Just take a quick breather before we do get into this one, as the marbles are out there, are all out there. The winner of this game, I'm sorry, this match does go to championships, as we've mentioned before. And we will see Sephiroth and Flex Flame get a little bit of a quick advantage here in this game as far as percentages go. Dr. Ouija, of course, does have the 1 stock lead going into this one, given the crew battles circumstances. Seth trying to do the parry there, but Dr. Ouija with the good play, dodging behind, able to get a little bit of damage off as well. Flex Flame has to play perfect, as I mentioned before.
For sure, and Dr. Ouija is trying to find some form of opening, is doing some very good dodging and like shielding and everything during the appropriate times, and is going to find a stock take on
Wow.
Flex Flame. Flex Flame only has 1 stock remaining. Dr. Ouija currently has all 3, sitting at 129%, though, is going to be very,
Oh my
very
goodness.
close. Yep, I'm just, like I said, holding my breath at the moment, waiting for it.
That was actually wild to watch. Dr. Ouija barely out of range of that charged hit that Sephiroth does do. And then Flex Flame able to get an up smash in that almost takes out Dr. Ouija, but still in this one is Dr. Ouija with their full 3 stocks. Sephiroth, Flex Flame on the Sephiroth really was going to want to be able to see that up smash take the stock, and even more damage going down here onto Dr. Ouija by Flex Flame, and still with
Oh,
their 3 stocks, Dr. Ouija able to dodge behind Sephiroth there and get a hard hit on them. Um, with that being said, that is Dr. Ouija winning that game, and Vava Luminaries moving on to the championship matchup next week.
kudos to Kava though. Very, very well fought match. It was like given round one. We saw a lot of good things within that. Them coming out on top with some of those extra stocks and everything. Round two was totally different. Vava coming out with having those extra stocks in place, and then Mono kind of helping to clear out during that third round for Vava, kind of paving the way to that victory tonight. But kudos to both teams for a great season. I am curious though. I still think the third and fourth place matchup, even though it's third and fourth place, is still going to be very close because we have Kava Team One versus the Vava Secretaries. But K12 PEA and Luminaries will be on stream next week at same time, same place. And I'm super excited to see the outcome of these matchups going into next week.
Yeah, I cannot wait to watch that championship matchup. But that's looking forward. I actually, real quick, just want to touch on what we saw here tonight, which was some of the best Smash Bros. Gameplay that we have seen here at the K12 Esports League. Um, and since we started offering Smash Bros. So really, really shout out to both Kava and the Vava Luminaries team for this one. Y'all played absolutely insane. I want all 6 of you to take the same energy into next week, because man, that was amazing to watch. I don't want to see anything else, anything different, and I truly hope for just an amazing third, fourth place matchup and an amazing championship game, which I know is what we are slated for at the moment. So again, these six players that we watched tonight, the Vava Luminaries and the Kaba Bears team one. Shout out to you guys. That was impeccable all around, all six of you. Bring that energy next week. I want to see everybody going crazy.
Yeah, everybody going crazy and also technically gearing up for winter season because we're going to be coming right back
Hmm.
into it off of winter break. Only 1 week kind of coming back off from some of the breaks for some of the schools that we have here. And yeah, we're going to be getting right up into that competition. So curious to see how everybody's going to change, if there's going to be any fresh meat, I guess, coming in, some new players for some of these teams and everything too. But coming back to fight hard for these championships again come spring, that mid spring season type thing. But yeah, we appreciate you all. We appreciate the players, learning coaches, coaches, everybody who has supported these students and everything throughout their competitive season, and even those times just when they're hanging out and everything like that with during practice time. We appreciate you all. Robbie, do you have anything else for us before we sign off officially?
Yeah, I'll close this out here today. As Dustin mentioned, going to reiterate, shout out to all of our players, all of our learning coaches, parents, guardians, and our coaches. We cannot do this without you. This would not be possible. So, you guys are all absolutely amazing. Currently on our Twitch stream right now, the Valorant matchup is almost finished, if I could give my guess. That one is currently going on, but getting close to being done. If you want to see some more K12 Esports League action, I would head over there for sure. Next week, we already know what's slated. We have the K12 PEA Alpha Wolves going up against the Vava Luminaries for the championship matchup. We'll be here on stream for that. But looking at this week, Marvel Rivals for us on our Twitch stream is tomorrow with the semifinals matchup. Same thing with Rocket League on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we will be streaming our Fortnite Varsity League as well. So lots of action this week, lots of action next week. I cannot wait for it. Thank you again to all of our players. You all are amazing, each and every single one of you. And with that being said, I believe that our Twitch channel will see you at any point throughout this week. But Dustin and I will talk to everybody on Thursday for Fortnite.
We have to see you soon.